Good evening, friends. Let us continue our session. Let us continue doing some more time and work related problems. Right. Let's look at this problem. 3 men or 4 women can reap a field in 43 days. How long does it take for uh, 7 men and 5 women? 3 men or 4 women. What that means? 3 men or is equal to the work done by 3 men is equal to work done by 4 women. Right, and they are taking 43 days. 43 days, 3 men are reaping the field. Right, that is the whole work. Okay, each person how much is doing? 1 by 43 by 3 if it is men. Right, because in 43 days, 3 men are doing. Right, in 2 days, 2 people are doing one work. That means total 4 days of work. Right, each person is doing 1/4 of work on each day. Right, 2 days, 2 days, 2 people are doing. Or 3 days, 2 people are doing one work. That means each person is doing 1/6 of the work. Total 6 days of the work. 3 into 6. In this case, 3 men are 43 days. 3 men doing for 43 days. So 3 into 43 is the number of days of work. The total work is 3 into 43. Each person is doing 1 by 3 into 43 days of work on each day. So that's a 43. Similarly, 4 women. 1 by 43 into 4. That is the work done by each person, each woman on any single day. Right? 3 men equal to 4 women is 43 days. 1 man can do what? 1 by 43 and 3. 1 by 43 by 3. 1 by 43 into 3. Right? 1 man can do. Similarly, 1 woman can do 1 by 43 into 4. Right? So now 7 men and 5 women. 7 men. Each person is doing this. 7 persons will do 7 into 1 by 43 into 3. Right. On any single day. Single day, 7 people will do this much work. Single day, 5 women will do this much of work. 5 into 1 by 43 into 4. Now, he is saying 7 men and 5 women, how long will it take to finish the work? Let's assume that should be X days. X into whatever, this plus this. This is per day of men's work. This is per day of women's work. This is women's work. This is men's work. This is women's work. And this is men's work. So total number of days. X into this plus this should be 1. Now, X into 43 is common, right? 7 by 3 plus 5 by 4. 1 by 43 into 7 by 3 plus 5 by 4. 3 and 4, 12 is the LCM. 7 into 4 would be 28 and 5 into 3 is 15. 1 by 43 into 28 plus 15, right? 28 plus 15 is again 43, right? This 43 and this 43 cancels out. X by 12 is equal to 1. So X equal to 12 days. Right. What is our X? X is in how many days? 7 men and 5 women will finish the work. We assumed it to be X. In X days, 7 members, 7 men will finish this much amount of work daily. This person, 1 by 43 into 3 is the daily output of men. 1 by 43 into 4 is the daily output of women. Per each woman, right? 5 women will give 5 into 5 by 43 into 4 works output on each day. Similarly, 7 men will give 7 by 43 into 3 work output on each day. So on X, this is per day. So total X number of days. X into this should become 1. Right? That's how X is 12 days. Understood this, right? This is an easy problem only. Let's get to another problem. 12 men and 16 boys can do a piece of work in 5 days. 13 men and 24 boys can do it in 4 days. How long 7 men and 10 boys take to do it? This is an interesting problem. 12 men and 16 boys can do a piece of work in 5 days. So 5 days. Let's assume each man, 1 man can do that complete work in X days and a boy can do it in 5 days. Sorry, Y days. Okay, we have to assume like that. Okay, then 12 men, 12 into 1 by x, right? Into 5 days, because they are working for 5 days. So 5 into 1 by x, daily 1 by x. Okay, 5 by x into 12 men. That is 5 into 12 into 1 by x. Because we are assuming x days. Similarly, for boys, we are assuming y days. This entire piece of work, if only one boy was doing, we will take y days. So each boy can do the work in one day, 1 by y amount of work. Right? So let's assume like this. Let's start like this. So this 12 men, x is the number of days. We are assuming one person, one man will do the work. Will do the work for this entire work. If it is x days, that they are doing daily 1 by x amount of work. Okay. So now 12 men daily 1 by x amount of work. If they work for 5 days, it would be 5 into 12 into 1 by x. Similarly, 16 boys. One boy will take y days. Right. Now 16 boys for 5 days. 5 into 16 into daily 1 by y will become 16 by y. Okay. So this is the equation. Now this equation, this should be equal to 1. Right. Because 5 days, in 5 days, this 12 men and 16 boys are able to finish the work. So 5 into 12 by x, the 16y should be equal to 1. Similarly, he is saying 13 men and 24 boys. So 13 into 4 into 1 by x plus 24 into 4 into 1 by y. This also is equal to 1. We will equal both of this. 5 12 60. 4 13 52. 60 by x equal to 52 by x here. So we just subtract 60 minus 52 is 8 by x. Similarly, 4 24s are 96. 5 16s are 80. 96 minus 80 is 16 by y. So x by y is equal to 1. What is x and what is y? X is number of days a man can do this work. Y is number of days a boy can do this work. We know the ratio now. X by y is equal to 1:2. So for example, if a man is able to do in 10 days, that means a boy is able to do in 20 days. If a man is able to do in 5 days, that means a boy would be able to do in 10 days. We know x by y, but we still don't know what is x, what is y. For that, what we have to do? We'll substitute this in one of this. Okay, we know y equal to 2x, right? If x is 1, y equal to 2. So that's why we know y equal to 2x. Let's substitute in one of this. In this equation, y we substitute as 2x equals 1. Because both of them are completing the work. That's why equals 1. Okay, this becomes what? 2x will still remain the denominator. 2x, 24, 2 times 12, 24 plus 16, 40 equals 2x. So what is x? 2, it is 20. 5 20 is 100. So x equal to 100 days. What is x? X is the number of days one man will do the work. One man can do this complete work in 100 days. One boy will do the work in 2 times of the man. Y equal to 2, right? That they will do in 200 days. Okay. So now we know one man will do in 100 days. One boy will do in 200 days. What is the question? Now we have 7 men and 10 boys. How long will they take? 7 men and 10 boys. Okay. Each day 1 by 100th work a man will do. So each day 7 by 100, all 7 will do. Similarly, this 10 boys, each day they will do 10 by 200. 10 into 1 by 200, right? Now let's assume P days will take for them to complete the work. P into 7 by 100 plus 10 by 200 should be equal to 1. If you solve this, then P becomes 25 by 3, which is 8.3333, right? So 200 is the denominator. 14 plus 10, 24 by 200, right? This is, you just need to understand how to write this equation. This is the critical part. What exactly is this equation? You just need to assume some x and some y. What we have assumed, x is number of days one man will take to finish this entire piece of work. We assume that, right? Now 12 people and 5 days. Each day 1 by x work will be completed. So 5 into 1 by x into 12 is plus 16 into 1 by y into 5 should be equal to 1. Right? You understood this problem, right? Anyway, if you have any doubts, you can always ask. Good. Let's get to the next problem. One man or two women or three boys can do a work in 44 days. One man is equal to two women is equal to three boys. Right? One man he is doing in 44 days. What does that mean? Two women is one man is able to do in 44 days. And two women are able to do in 44 days. That means what? Each woman is able to do it in 88 days. Right? 2 into 44. And one man is equal to three boys. That means three boys would be able to do in, one boy would be able to do in, okay, sorry guys, 12 men and 16 boys can do piece of work in 5 days. Okay, so now, so 12 into 1 by x. We are assuming x days it will take for one man. Okay. And 16 by y that we had discussed, 5 into 12 by x plus 16 by y is equal to this. And then we had substituted x and x equal to y equal to 2x. That means each boy is taking twice the amount of that man. And we had substituted and found out that 100 days is what? For a man, and 200 days for a boy. And we assume that P days it will take for 7 men and 10 boys. Okay, we calculate this and P we found 25 by 3, which is 8.33. Okay, and we are here. One man or two women or three boys can do a work in 44 days. That means a man is doing in 44, woman is doing in 88, a boy is doing in 44 into 3, 32 days. How many days will one man, one woman, and one boy will do the work? Very simple, right? A man is doing in 44 days. In each day, 1 by 44. Similarly, one woman is 1 by 88. This boy is 1 by 132. We will assume x days. It will take x into 1 by 44 plus 1 by 88 plus 1 by 132 equal to 1. We just removed 44 out. 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. This is, the 6 is the denominator. Then 6 plus 3 plus 2. Right? 6 is LCM, right? 11 by 6. 11 cross 4. Then x is 24 days. In 24 days, one man, one woman, and one boy will be able to do this work, right? Simple. Now, A and B can do a piece of work in 40 days and 50 days respectively. Respectively means A will do in 40 days, B will do in 50 days. That is the meaning of the word respectively. Okay, if there is respectively is not written, then we cannot say A is 40 or A is 50. Once it is said respectively, that means A is 40 and B is 50. That is the meaning. Now, A and B in 40 days and 50 days. Both begin together, but after a certain time, A leaves. In this case, B finishes the remaining work in 20 days. How many days? After how many days A left? Did A leave? Okay, look at this carefully. A can do in 40 days and B can do in 50 days. But after A left, B worked for 20 more days. That means A and B together worked for some X days and then B worked for 20 more days. Let's assume A worked for X days. Right? Then B worked for X plus 20 days. Right? And each day A's contribution is 1 by 40 and B's contribution is 1 by 50. It is simple. X into 1 by 40, each contribution of A, plus B worked for X plus 20 days, X plus 20 into 1 by 50. This is the equation. Right, this should be equal to 1. X by 40 plus X plus 20 by 50 should be equal to 1. Right, now X by 40 plus X by 50. This 20 by 50 I removed the other side. 1 minus 2 by 5 is 3 by 5. X by 40 plus X by 50. That means 200 is the LCM. 5 plus 4, 9x by 200 is equal to 3 by 5. X equal to 40 by 3. That is 13.33 days. Right? This is very easy. Now, 5 men prepare 10 toys in 6 days, working 6 hours a day. In how many days can 12 men prepare 16 toys working 8 hours a day? Right, this is an interesting problem. First, we should understand the problem and try to write the equation. 5 men are preparing 10 toys. 10 toys in 6 days. So, how much they are working? 5 men are working 6 days. And what is the total number of working hours? 5 into 6 days into daily 6 hours. 5 into 6 into 6. 5, 6, 30 into 6. 180 are the number of working hours. Right? In this 180 hours, 10 toys are getting prepared. That means for each toy it is taking 18 hours. Simple, right? 5 men, 6 days, daily 6 hours. 5 into 6 into 6. 180 hours is the total amount of work, which is giving rise to 10 toys. Each toy is taking 18 hours. Similarly, 12 men to prepare 16 toys, working 8 hours a day. 16 toys means 16 into 18. That is the requirement. By 12 men by 8 hours a day. That is the answer. So 5 into 6 into 6. X equal to 18 hours. Each toy is taking 18 hours. Now 16 into 18. So you need 16 toys. 16 toys means 16 into 18 hours we need. And how many people are there? 12 people are there. And how many working hours per day? 8. So that means 16 into 18 by 12 into 8. By cancel, 8 2 times you can cancel. 6 2 times, 6 3 times. And this 2, etc. Left will be 3 days. It will be 3. Right? It's an easy problem. You just need to understand how to write the equation. Now, A and B can do a work in 45 days and 40 days respectively. They began the work together. But A left after some time and B finished the work in 23 days. We discussed a similar kind of problem. B worked for 20 more hours. Okay. Here, what we are saying, A and B finished the remaining work in 23 days. B worked for 23 more days. X by 45. Daily 1 by 45 worth of work A is doing, and B is doing daily 1 by 40 worth of work. Okay, daily. So X days A worked, X into 1 by 45, and B worked for X plus 23 days, X plus 23 into 1 by 40. This plus this together is 1. Just X by 45 plus X by 40 should be 1 minus 23 by 40. 1 minus 23 by 40 is 17 by 40. Now 45 and 40. What is the LCM? 360. Right? 45 and 40. Now here 360, this is 8 times, this is 9 times. 360 by 40 is 8, 360 by 40 is 9. So 8 plus 9, 17x. 17x by 360 is equal to 17 by 40. 17, 17 I cancel. 40 goes in 9 times. So x equal to 9. What is our x? A worked for x days. B worked for x plus 23 days. After how many days did A leave? That is x. A worked for x days only. B worked for 23 plus x. That is 32 days. Okay. Two friends take a piece of work for rupees 960. One alone could do it in 12 days. The other person could do it in 16 days. They took the assistance of an expert and they finished this overall work. If alone 12 days, the other guy is 16 days, and three together, all three people together, they did it in 4 days. So, what should be the share of these three people in this 960? Okay, first person A is able to do in 12 days. That means daily he can do 1 by 12th of work. Other person is 1 by 16th of work. They work for 4 days, all three of them. So 4 into 1 by 12 is the first person's contribution. 4 into 1 by 16 is the second person's contribution. And third person, whatever is remaining from 1. That should be the third person's contribution, right? 4 by 12 plus 4 by 16 plus third person should be equal to 1. That is what we have done. 4 by 12 or 4 by 16 plus third person's contribution should be equal to 1. That means third should be what? 4 by 12 is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. This third, whatever is equal to 1. So third is 1 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, which is 5 by 12. Okay. 4 by 12 plus 4 by 16 plus 5 by 12 is 1. Okay. So how should be the share? This person, first person has done this much work. Second person has done this much work. Third person has this much work. And all three, sum of all three is equal to 1. So share should be in this form. in this proportion only. So the third person should get 5 by 12. 5 by 12 into 960. Okay. 12 eights, 980. 12 eights are 96. So 80 into 5. That is 400. Right. So the third person should get 400. Okay. 4 by 12 into 960. 4 into 80. 320 should get 320 should be gone to the first person. Likewise. Okay. Now, a certain number of men can do a work in 60 days. Okay. We don't know how many are these men. Very good. If there were 8 more men, it could be finished in 10 days less. Okay. How many men are there? Okay. Wonderful. First, we need to write the equation. Certain number of men. Let's say these are X people. X people, they can finish the work in 60 days. Okay. 60 days. Each person, let's say, will take X days to finish the work. Each person. So, let's say there are N number of people. Okay. N into 1 by X is the daily contribution. Daily work that is done by this N people. Assuming that each person is able to complete the work in X days. N into 1 by X, N by X. And 60 days are written. 60 into N by X should be 1. Okay. If there are 8 more persons, that is N plus 8. N plus 8, they are saying they will be able to finish in 10 days less, that is 50. 50 into N plus 8 by X. This also should be equal to 1. That's what we have done. N. Let's assume N people are there. And daily, and each one will take X days. So N into 1 by X. That is the contribution of daily contribution of this N people. N into 1 by X. Now they took 60 days to complete the work. So 60 into N by X is equal to 1. Similarly, 50 people. 50 people, similarly, N plus 8 people are doing, every person will do 1 by X worth of work. So N plus 8 into 1 by X into 50 days. It is taking 50 days. Into 50 is equal to 1. So we are equaling both of this one. X cancels. 10x equal to 400. Right. 10n, sorry. 10n. 60n minus 50n. 10n is equal to 50 into 8, 400. N equal to 40. So what is n? N is how many persons? N is 60 people are able to do certain amount of work. Sorry, in 60 days, 40 people are able to finish this work. Got it? Cool. So we have covered some beautiful problems. The trick is to be able to write this equation easily. We need to understand this problem and be able to write the correct amount of equation. The critical thing is we have to assume this X and then write the relation accordingly. X days it takes for a man to finish, etc. Then how many men are there? N people are there. N into 1 by X. How many days? 60 days, etc. Like this. Okay. I think you have got some understanding about these problems. Please go through this and you also practice. Any doubts? Tell me and then we will discuss them more. Okay. All the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.